One of the things that I love about doing Scan FYI is that it gives me the opportunity to shine a spotlight on other nonprofit organizations you may or may not be familiar with. Well, today we're shining a spotlight on an organization that you need to know a lot more about. So stay tuned and you'll find out. Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Scan FYI. And good morning, Cliff.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great today. So again, another fantastic September day. And I'm so happy to have you with me. My guest today is Cliff Baker. And he is the president of an organization that is called A Need We Feed. Some of you may or may not be familiar with it. So we're going to explore it today and find out why it's something you need to know about. All right, so Cliff, let's start by telling us a little bit about you and your role in the organization and what is A Need We Feed.
Well, good morning again, and thank you so much for having me today. It's an honor.
Our pleasure.
It's a privilege when I'm able to tell the story of A Need We Feed and let everyone in the area know what we're all about. So A Need We Feed was started after Hurricane Sandy. It was my opportunity, my aha moment, people call it.
Yeah.
I sell restaurant equipment and supplies. So I was on my daily route, and I don't know if you remember, there used to be a restaurant called Boston's on the corner of Hooper and Fisher. So on my normal Monday morning route after Hurricane Sandy, I walk in and I see two young military kids standing at the end of the bar. You could tell they're out of place. You could tell they were uncomfortable. I know that feeling because I was in the Navy. So when I served, I was overseas and I had that same feeling. You feel out of place. You feel like you don't belong. So it was my moment to go up and approach the guys, ask them how they're doing, what they were doing here. And I found out they were here helping us restore the shore. After
Yes.
So, oh, that's great. We started a conversation. I said, guys, Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple of weeks. What do you guys have planned? Well, we have nothing. We're from Kentucky, so we have family here. I said, you know what? Now you do. I said, you guys are going to come to my house, and I'm going to host Thanksgiving for all of you here helping us restore the shore.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Then they said, Cliff, there's 350 of us. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You must have a big house.
Well, I panicked. I said, what am I going to do? The first person I called was Chef Mike of Atlantic Bar and Grill. He's been a lifelong friend of mine. And I said, Mike, I just committed to feed 350 people. What am I going to do? In Mike fashion, he said, we got this. Let's go. So Mike called all his restaurant friends. I called all my restaurant suppliers. We had product donated, food donated. We set up this huge buffet in my garage. We had tables and chairs rented for the backyard. We were all set to go. We had about 50 volunteers at the house. Mike says, calls everyone together, says, here's our game plan. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to have 3 seatings, blah, blah, blah. We get the phone call. The first responders were not allowed to cross the Seaside Bridge into Toms River. Because of all the looting and rioting that was going on, they had to close off the bridge and not allow anyone to come or go. So we're like, what are we going to do? We have all this food. We're all prepped.
Yeah.
Volunteers happen to be a volunteer fireman for downtown fire department. He raises his hand. He goes, I can get us a fire truck. Like, what are you talking about? He went downtown, got a hook and ladder fire truck, pulled this thing into our cul-de-sac. We had all our volunteers load up all the food into to-go packages, loaded onto the fire truck. The fire truck was allowed to cross the bridge.
Wow.
And they went into the seaside area and found all the pockets of the first responders and the military who were here helping us and delivered a hot meal on Thanksgiving. So that's literally A Need We Feed was started out of the garage.
Well, let me say that's a blockbuster start to an organization.
Thank you.
Wow.
It was amazing how everyone came together. We put this all together in about 3 weeks. It was phenomenal. It was the best feel-good Thanksgiving ever. And that started us on our mission of preparing hot meals through the holidays. So once we did it for Thanksgiving, Bricktown, Manilokin heard what we did and asked if we could do the same for them for Christmas because they had a bunch of military and first responders. I said, that's great, but I can't do it out of the house again. We're ready to explode. So the owners of Cafe Italia in Aqua Blue heard the story. They're a customer of mine. I've known them for 25 years, Kathy and Enzo. They hand me the keys to the restaurant. And they said, Cliff, use our restaurant. So they allowed us to go into their restaurant, into their kitchen, and prepare a meal for 650 people that we then delivered from Brick to Seaside Park. So that became our quarterly mission. A couple of years later, we're making a delivery to a hotel in Lacey called the Sea Pine Inn. And it was my son who was making the delivery, knocked on the door of this hotel room, holds up his meal, says, Merry Christmas from a Need We Feed. It was a veteran that answered the door. The veteran had his gun loaded and was
I know where you're going. Yeah.
If my son had gotten there 15 seconds later, 20 seconds later, it would have been too late. So he comes home, tells us a story how he stayed with the veteran for about 30 minutes, him and his friend, and they shared Christmas with this veteran in his hotel room. Found out this was the first time a veteran had seen someone in about 8 months. He was isolated, he was depressed, he was lonely. That story had such an impact on me that look at what a meal can do. We literally saved someone's life from a hot meal.
By delivering a meal.
From a meal. I said, we can't wait. At the time we were doing everything, through volunteers and donations.
Right.
So it was a long time to get product and the food we needed. So we said, it's Christmas. In about 3 months is Easter. Let's do Easter. And another 3 months is the 4th of July. Let's do a 4th of July barbecue. So we get everyone in the routine, let them know we're coming back. They're not forgotten. They started looking forward to seeing us. They knew we were coming back. It gave them something to look forward to. Company, just a little, chat with someone. So that's what we did for the next few years. And we were doing close to 1,500 meals each holiday. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and the 4th of July.
Now, were you originally, was this just meant for first responders and veterans? Is that kind of, that was how it all got started?
That was the initial mission because I'm a veteran. So I said, this is my way of saying thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of our veterans are forgotten. So it was nice to let them know they're respected, they're not forgotten, and we appreciated their service.
What was your first aha moment that, when you were helping initially after Hurricane Sandy, but then what was your next aha moment that made you say, you know what, this needs to be ongoing?
Well, definitely once my son delivered that meal to that veteran.
Okay, that was.
I said, this is when I said, we have to do more. We have to get more involved. There's a need out there. And we're just talking Ocean County.
Right.
So that's when we started partnering with other organizations, the American Legion, Salvation Army, Ma Deuce Deuce, all these Ocean Mental Health, all these organizations that also dealt with veterans that we wanted to reach out to as many as we could.
So let me just mention to our audience out there, if your curiosity is piqued, and I'm sure it is after listening to Cliff's story, remember that we'll put all the contact information on Facebook and YouTube, so you can reach out to A Need We Feed. You can check out their website. You can find out a lot more, and of course, we'll talk about volunteer opportunities in a little bit. But now, as you're doing your thing, and then of course, COVID. So how did that impact your services to the community?
Again, my lifelong career has been food service related. For 27 years, I've been with the company, Singer Equipment Company, servicing restaurants in Ocean County, Ocean and Monmouth County. They provided me with my livelihood, giving me my career.
Yeah.
It hits, and within a day, they're literally shutting off their lights, closing their doors.
Right.
So I said, you know what? This is, again, my chance to give back to those who have given to me forever. I said, by this time, our organization had become a 501c3 charity. I said, you know what, we need to start raising money, use the money we raise to purchase meals from these struggling restaurants to help keep them afloat until this COVID passes. So again, it was a small thought, a small idea, and it snowballed. The year of COVID 2020, a Need We Feed, we raised over $330,000
Fabulous.
to purchase meals. So we purchased 27,000 meals during the year of COVID, during 2020. We purchased 27,000 meals with all our local restaurants. So
that's just fantastic. Really, words fail me. Beyond fantastic.
Thank you. So, again, we say it's such a great thing. It's a humbling experience, but it also makes you wonder, like, wow, how many people really need our help? Because we're delivering 1,200 meals a week just in Ocean County.
And so my next question then, so you purchased all these meals, and so to whom were they delivered?
We set up partnerships with the American Legion, the Salvation Army, Ocean Mental Health. We had also partnered in the past with some of our local schools. So we had a lot of children who were in need. We'd worked with another organization called Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yep.
Partnered with them. Once we left Ocean County, we continued to do our services to the children at the Boyd School in Seaside, the Toms River East School. So we continue those services. Just Believe is another organization that helps homeless and veterans. So there were plenty of partners we created, great partnerships that we've created with these other organizations. So the American Legion, for example, we would bring them 150 meals every Monday. And they set up a grab and go for their veterans.
Okay. That was okay.
The veterans knew to come on Monday around lunchtime. They have a nice, hot, nutritious, freshly packaged meal. They grab their meal and go about their day. And then we set up, Need We Feed set up their own distribution day on Wednesday. So we have our own list of about 225 people that we deliver to every week. And that's who our volunteers, come in hand, where they meet at, we were talking about COVID, and it's amazing how people, rise to the occasion. One of them that really stepped up big was Farrow's Teas on Fisher Boulevard in Toms River.
Mm-hmm.
What we were doing, heard about our organization, said, what can I do to help? What can Farrow's do to help you guys? I said, again, we were doing this out of my garage. I said, we're ready to burst. He goes, I have warehouse space. So he donated the back corner of his warehouse with our own access door and everything, that we've now set up a distribution center in the back of Farrow's Teas warehouse. So, I mean,
I love to see that the snowball effect, Cliff, where other people start getting involved, because you know what, maybe some people didn't realize the need was as great. And then of course you're bringing it to all these folks' attention. And so how do you volunteer? There's obviously lots of opportunity here and a need to have volunteers in your organization. What's your suggestion to get folks involved?
So, we need a few things. We need volunteers. We always need funding. And we're also looking for board members. So Need We Feed has become an official 501c3 charity. We've formed a board, and our board needs to grow so we can match the demand and match the growth of a Need We Feed. So we're looking for board members, advisory members, and we're also looking for volunteers who want to be weekly volunteers. They could go to needwefeed.org. We have a volunteer sign-up page. They can sign up. We have a volunteer coordinator. Her name is Amy. Amy will reach out to you and set up, like you said, all the events we have, all the pickups and drop-off we have. There's plenty. And now we even do stuff like Halloween's coming up. So we do candy donations. So if you want to donate candy, we have like setups, different businesses who set up bins where you could make candy donations, and then we put little goodie bags together. And as we do our meal towards Halloween, we'll include goodie bags for all the little Halloween goodie bags for all the kids.
Pretty fabulous, really. Now, you've got a big event coming up very soon, actually, in October, a big fundraiser. So let's share some info about that.
Yeah, that's our exciting event. We love this event coming up. It's called Chef's Tasting on the Bay. It's at Martell's Water's Edge in Bayville. We'll have 20 of the top restaurants in Ocean County set up in their banquet room, offering their best food samples.
Nice.
Now, about chefs is they're very competitive. So they don't want to get outdone by anyone else there. So people are starting to find out what restaurants are going to be there, what food items they're bringing. So now everyone's starting to step up their game. And my one friend, Chef Mike, said, Cliff, you know who's going to benefit most from this? Are the people who attend the event. Because we're trying to prepare the best food out there, the food that's most talked about. And that means if you attend the event, you get to eat the food, you get to sample the food. So you're going to have 20 of the restaurant's best menu items. We're going to have live entertainment out on the Tiki Bar. And Tito's Vodka just became a big sponsor of ours because they support veterans as well. So
good. Tito's Vodka. Well, I have a personal interest in that. Yeah, that's awesome.
They're setting up a table. For every paid admission ticket, you get one free specialty Tito's drink of the day. So how about that? Then we have live entertainment. We'll have the Tiki Bar. And then after your full entertainment, for anyone who enjoys a cigar, we'll have a fresh rolled cigar available. Massages available. It's going to be a great day. And then everyone has that little sweet tooth after they eat. So we got Obco's Donuts and La Scala Bakery.
Oh, my God.
Donating all their desserts. And we have this great coffee company coming in who's going to make specialty coffees for the day. So it's going to be a complete day, great entertainment. I looked at the forecast already. It's going to be like 75 to 77, sunny. You're going to be on the bay, all the food you can eat, live entertainment, drinks. It's going to be a great day.
It sounds like a day of perfect decadence, and I say that in the best possible way. Absolutely.
On the deck.
So this is kind of an indoor-outdoor.
Yes. There'll be, and there's plenty of room, plenty of space. We'll social distancing, mask or not. If you're comfortable in a mask, wear your mask. If you want to be inside or outside, so there's something available. Everyone will be safe. Everyone will be safe and comfortable.
And so, well, it sounds awesome, I have to say. And what a great opportunity. If you've been wondering about this restaurant or that restaurant, should I give it a try? What could be better than a chef's tasting to see for yourself? And you're getting the best of the best. I love it. Yes. I do. Yes. So how do people get their tickets? How do we do all this?
So if you want your tickets, go to aneedwefeed.org/chefs tasting, CHEFS tasting, and that'll send you right to the link to purchase your tickets.
Perfect. Right on your website. That sounds like a great event. Perfect.
It's a lot of fun.
A perfect fall day. Wow.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome. And I see it's from 12 to 4. So it's a beautiful, way to spend an afternoon. And it sounds like when you're done at the end of that, you're going to be full, but very happy, very happy.
Yes. And knowing that the money raised will be used to purchase more meals for those in need.
Really for an excellent cause. And I feel like, if only there was no need for your organization, that would be the best of all. But there is a tremendous need out there. And I'm so glad that we got to, talk today and that we could share information with our audience about A Need We Feed, because clearly there's a big need out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we were surprised. Again, we say, it's funny, our CPA says that too. He goes, as a CPA, I wish I could say our company's gone out of business because there is no more. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So it's nice to see so many people who want to get involved and want to help.
Right. And if you're looking for, I think what looks like an excellent volunteer opportunity, it looks like A Need We Feed would really fit the bill for a lot of different people. Excellent.
Absolutely.
So Cliff Baker, president of A Need We Feed, I'm really so grateful that you came on this morning to chat with me and our audience.
Thank you. It was an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to put all the contact info on Facebook and on YouTube. And remember out there, if it's important to you, it's important to us. I'm Andrea Tarr. We'll see you next time on Scan FYI. Bye, everyone. Bye, Cliff.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a great day.